You are listening to Phone Eats First. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Phone Eats First, a podcast about romanticizing life and finding inspiration inside and outside of the kitchen. My name is Cori May, Cori in the kitchen. However you know me, how you found me. Hi, hello. I'm so happy you're here. Welcome to kind of a Christmas episode. I'm in my room right now with my magnificent, full, beautiful, not real tree. I got her at Target for like maybe $30 last year. I've got blue and Carolina ornaments. I've got a little avocado, some dogs, just things I've collected over the years. And then my mom finally went through all of the ornaments that me and my brother have, that were handmade when we were like 5 and have dispersed those as well. So we've got some of those. They're a little bit lower on the tree. We don't need to be looking at those 24/7. But hi, I'm so glad you're here. And today's episode is going to be my gift guide episode. And no, this is not an episode all about promoting you to go buy stuff. It's because it's just not, I promise. Today's episode is just to kind of help inspire you and just give a little bit more insight into how I view gift giving and some ideas I have and kind of how I find my inspiration and just overall how to approach the gift giving season. But before we get into that, we will get into the weekly report. So our reading, I am reading Crown of Midnight, I think, by Sarah J. Maas. It's the second book in the Throne of Glass series. Finished the first one this past weekend or week. I don't even know what day it is anymore. And it was excellent. And Crown of Midnight is just becoming even more excellent. And I am so pumped for the series. I know it's going to be so good. So that's what I'm reading. And then eating. I've been in the Midwest for the last 3-4 days, and so I've just been eating out fried Midwest food, and I feel like my face is 2 times as puffy and I'm 50,000 times as bloated, and I'm just off my game right now. But I have had really good food. I did have incredible pho, however you call it, at Chuology in downtown Kansas City last night, if anyone cares. It was amazing. And let's see what's next. Plan. I leave for St. Louis on Monday. Woo! Going back to the Midwest. I love the Midwest. I just love it there. It's so much fun. It's super warm. It's super sunny all the time. It's not windy at all. And there's super healthy food options. The vibes are up. I'm just kidding, guys. It'll be fine. But I'm planning all of my kind of Christmas and holiday time and my birthday time now, which is exciting because I love party planning. It's fantastic. All right. Obsession, not relevant to anyone unless you're cold right now. But there are Amazon heat warmers that stay warm for 18 hours, and they actually stay warm for 18 hours. If you need one, let me know. I'll send you the link. Until then, shout out my coworker, Nick Casper, for finding them because they work. Okay. Our recipe. I had kava today. I haven't had kava in so long. And I still get a go-to bowl there. Isn't it kind of funny how there's certain restaurants where you either only make your own or only buy like the certain pre-made ones? Like when I go to Chopped, I don't even consider building my own because that just stresses me out. Starbucks, I build my own. I don't get like a pre-made thing. Kava though, I am starting from scratch. I haven't even looked at the options or entertained the options that are pre-made, like the pre-made bowls and stuff. So I get a super greens and rice bowl with tzatziki, crazy feta, and hummus. And then today I got steak. This might be a hot take, but I'm just not a fan of kava's meat. I've had better. I just don't think it's that good. The steak was okay. I normally would get chicken. And then they mix up their toppings a lot, but I get a lot of toppings: pickled onions, feta, olives, the tomato, cucumber, onion little blend situation. Also, I had broccoli today. Got that. Probably something else I forgot. And then I do a little bit of dressing on top. It did hit the spot because I was really hungry. I landed at like 2:30 and all I had was an RX bar today. So I needed my protein. So that's my recipe for the day. And tea treat. Let's see. What is my treat? Just a mindset that when you're out at dinner, because since I just said I've been eating dinner out a lot recently because I literally have to, and you're looking at the menu and you're looking at the prices and you're like, why is this so expensive? But it's like, it's the food or what you want to order, that it's what you really want, but it's expensive. And you're like, whatever, treat yourself. Come on. That's what money's for. Not all the time, but a lot of the time. So just get the thing that you want and that sounds good, because otherwise you're just going to be disappointed. And what I'm referencing is a $38 ribeye, and not mashed potatoes, but garlic mash side. And I think asparagus was the veggie. And I really wanted it. I didn't order it and I was happy with what I got. I got a steak Cobb salad instead. And this is really not relevant to anyone but me at the moment, but that's the whole point of the podcast. I can say whatever I want. But I was like, why would I ever pay $38 for a ribeye in the Midwest? It's not even like a steakhouse. So that's why I didn't get it, because I was like, it's not even a steakhouse. Like, it's probably not even going to be that good. But I don't know. I was like, in my mind, I was like, I have a job. I make money. I do things for a reason. Why would I not eat the meal that I want? That sounds good to me. So that's a little food for thought to take you into your week, I guess. But all right, that is the weekly report. Now let's get into today's episode. All right, let's get into today's episode. So it's giving Christmas. It's giving gift season. It is the season of giving gifts, receiving gifts. It's really, really awkward time. It's a really fun time. And if you like giving gifts, fantastic. Like me, it's fun. If you don't like receiving gifts, like me, it's not fun. So we have our pros and cons everywhere. And I'm not here to tell you how to feel about any of that. I'm just here to give a little insight on my gift guide. And I don't have that many notes, so this should be short and sweet. But to start off, here's a few little tidbits about what I've kind of really realized this holiday season for inspiration when giving and receiving gifts and all of that. But one of the biggest things is give a gift that you would want to receive. And I can't even think of an example. Actually, one just came to mind. But if you were receiving a present and you genuinely weren't, it's one thing to not be excited about it, but it's one thing to be like, I'm not going to use this. I really don't want this. Or like, I could have bought this myself. It's not special. There's a lot of categories of things that would make a present not be wanted or useful or anything. But just think of presents that you have received maybe. And you're like, oh my God, that was a fantastic present. Like, I was so excited to receive that. So, I mean, the example that came to mind of something I wouldn't really want to receive is alcohol. And not because I don't drink that much, but just because alcohol is not that special. Anyone can get, I mean, unless you're not 21, anyone can go get it. You probably already have a lot. You have received a bottle of Tito's vodka how many times in your life already? Or, I mean, unless it's like really expensive, I don't know, bourbon or whiskey or whatever, and that's your thing, then maybe. Of course, everyone's different. These are just my preferences. That was just the first thing that came to mind. Or also, like, if you know someone doesn't read, don't give them a book. Or if someone doesn't wear a hat, I don't know, just the two things behind me. Don't give them a hat. They're not going to be excited to receive that. Or if you were receiving something that's just like, oh, cool, plain Jane t-shirt, and you're like, oh, I already have 5 of these. Or it's just, for me, it's just things that like you can get yourself. I don't know. That's kind of my first thought. Second thought that's even bigger is get people things that you use. So kind of similar to things that you would and wouldn't be excited to receive. Think of things that you use every day. And I really took that approach this Christmas. I thought about all of the things that I have really enjoyed this year or just over the years. And I use them every day. And I'm like, I want my friends to have this because I have it and I love it. And I can't say what I'm talking about because I did get majority of my friends the exact same thing or things because it's just an item I love so much. But if I weren't talking to my friends and you guys weren't listening to this episode, I would like to, say that there are things that I wear or use or take to work or keep in my car or read at night. I don't know, just things that I use in my everyday. And I was like, you know what? I need to share these with my friends. Okay, sorry, that's not helpful because I can't provide the example because the friends that I got them for listen to the podcast. But I will share a little list of specific examples towards the end, and then you guys can just pretend it's not on the list. Okay, and last thing on this little whatever tidbit is get people things that they won't buy themselves. And of course, you're not going to get someone a car because I won't buy myself a car. I mean, you can get me a house. I'm not going to buy myself a house anytime soon. I mean, if I do, that'd be fantastic. But you know what I'm talking about. Within reason of whatever you feel comfortable spending, get them something that they won't get themselves. And this also goes back to things that you want to receive. Everything overlaps in this episode, obviously. But if it's an item that you really wanted and you're like, I just don't need it, I can't justify buying it, but I'm looking to get you a gift, and I'm like, I know you really want this, like, I don't know, $40 hat that you just can't justify buying, and I'm like, oh, $40, that I feel comfortable giving you a hat that's whatever, $40. You just fit in any dollar amount, any item you have in mind. Or the best part is when you know someone has talked about something for a while that they're like, oh, I really want this, or I've been thinking about this. Or if you're going shopping with someone and you see they look at this, I don't know, jacket, and they're like, oh, cool, whatever, put it back. And you're like, I'm going to save this for later. I actually had a Christmas notes list running since like the summertime because I started thinking of a few gifts for like my sister-in-law and my brother and my mom, and just like, well, especially my mom, because her and I tell each other like everything. So it's every once in a while, it's like, oh, this would be great. This would be great. And you're just getting people things that they actually, even if they forget about it, that's even better, because then they receive it. They're like, oh my God, I did want this. And again, overconsumption, no one needs anything. We're all privileged. We all have a lot of money, or compared to, like third world countries and all that, dark, somber note. This is supposed to be a light, happy episode, just giving you inspiration. We're not getting into the nitty gritty. Don't judge me. Anywho, okay, those are just the first 3 little random tidbits that I have. Here's some actual gift ideas, and these are going to overlap a lot. You know what? Actually, we're just going to call this the Cori in the Kitchen Starter Pack, because obviously these are just things that I would recommend, and kind of overarching categories I would recommend. If you're a dude and you're giving a present to your brother, I don't know what you guys like. I don't know what your brother wants. I don't know what you deem as a good present. This is more for the girlies, and kind of fall into, I guess you could say, like a health and wellness genre. Or maybe you are a dude and you're looking to give something to your girlfriend, your mom. Maybe this will help. I don't know. Just take this as the Cori in the Kitchen Starter Pack. We'll go with that. So the first thing I listed out, obviously, books. I love a book. I love a book. I love a book. But now I have a Kindle. So if you were to give me a book, I'd still be very excited. But I like my Kindle, and that's all electronic. So I don't really know how this would work, but maybe you could get someone like an Amazon gift card that's deemed for books, which it probably could be used for anything at that point. But you could, write a card saying it's for your Kindle books. But books is a really good example of what I'm talking about, because books are something that I like. And since I've read so many books now, I know what some of my friends who do like to read would enjoy. So then I am then giving them a gift of something that I love and I think they're also going to love. And it's something that they probably weren't going to get themselves, because how would they know about, like, there's so many books. How are you going to know what to get? Okay, another thing is I love a water bottle around here. This Stanley I got myself for my birthday last year. And I saw it in Whole Foods one day. I don't really know when I became a green girl, but green is probably like, blue and yellow are always going to be my top 1 and 2. So green's definitely like very, very high, number 3. But I just saw that and I was like, oh my God, I love that. And it made me happy. And I left it, and I came back like a month later and I was like, you know what? Or I saw it before my birthday, and then when my birthday came around, I was like, I'm going to treat myself. So I treated myself to that Stanley. So anyway, I also love Hydro Flask. And not that they need to be name brand at all, but just a water bottle. Everyone uses a water bottle all the time. And if you don't use a water bottle, definitely you should be gifted a water bottle. But that's just something, everyone kind of needs. You can definitely have more than one lying around. And if you see one that is like someone's favorite color, or you just know that they use one all the time, it's a good gift. Also, water bottles can be kind of expensive. So, yeah. Then we've got, tying into the whole water bottle situation and hydration. Or I just spoiled it, but it is hydration. And electrolyte packets are such a huge thing right now. And they're not cheap. I use Element. That's actually what's in my Stanley right now. And I love Element. And it's not cheap. So, not that I need to receive it, but that is something that I really benefit from. It makes me feel good. I really like it. I love the taste. And so if I know some of my friends or coworkers or whoever, are struggling with their hydration and I think they would benefit from it, that is a good gift that I think they would enjoy. It's also a great stocking stuffer. And especially with some of these electrolyte packets ranging from like $25 to $45, someone's not going to just go on a whim and try it. So if I gift it to someone, then maybe they'll try it and it'll make their life better. Because everyone likes to receive things. You're like, oh, I've always been wanting to try this, but I never wanted to pay for it. So I guess that's what that category kind of is. All right, then we've got hair clips. So this is for the girlies and the guys with long hair. You just can't go wrong with a hair clip. Again, an item that people use every single day. An oversized hoodie. as much as I travel, I'm wearing a hood 1000%. So I don't know. You just can't go wrong with a hoodie again. But also, I like kind of like to pick out my hoodies. And so unless I have one that I like absolutely love, that's kind of hard to gift to someone because I don't know. I feel like receiving a hoodie is just kind of interesting because they typically need to have like a special something on them, or if it's just like a blank hoodie that you love, like all those like Abercrombie hoodies that are plain, or like an Amazon one that you is plain and you love, and whatever, could be a good gift. But just for me, in my starter pack is an oversized hoodie, but please don't give me any. I have a closet full. Okay, then we've got Hoka's. I love a Hoka. They're fantastic shoes. They are so comfortable. If you've never tried them, please go try them. Go to Fleet Feet, try them on. They're worth every penny. I will never go back to like literally anything else. Also in the Cori in the Kitchen starter pack, we've got Nike. I've been a Nike girl through and through. I'm not a Lululemon, Athleta, Fiore, whatever all those brands are. I do like them all, but I mean, also with my job, I work with Nike, so like I have a million Nike things. I'm a Nike stan. I love it. I also love Amazon yoga stuff, and especially with all my core power classes and everything. Like I'm going through some athleisure. So get your girlfriend a little Lulu bra, legging set, whatever, or whatever activity your partner friend likes. Get them the corresponding outfit for it. Do they do triathlons and they need a one piece swimsuit? I'm totally just kidding, but that would be so funny. It'd actually be even funnier if you got it for someone that doesn't even know what that is, because they would be like, what the heck? And then also sticking with the, workout area. So currently in my starter pack is Core Power Yoga and Peloton. I love them both so much. So whatever your person that you're trying to give a gift to, maybe you get them like a gift card to there that they can take off their membership, or you could get them a number of classes, or like Class Pass. Ooh, also Fashion Pass. Okay, we'll get to Fashion Pass. We'll stick with Class Pass for now. You can maybe get someone like, hey, here's a 10 classes for Class Pass. I don't know how it works, but I do think that could definitely be a good gift. Now back to Fashion Pass. Aaron did this for Price last year, and Price is like best gift ever, because again, it's something that everyone kind of has always wanted to try, those like fashion rental things, but you're like, I don't need to. But if someone pays for it for you, and then you just get to try it, and then you see if you like it or not, then you can make the decision yourself. It's a great gift. All right, going down the line. Also on my starter pack, I've got the color yellow and blue, which if you just know someone's favorite color, it's great. Like today, also my mom called me because I've been looking for these very specific things that I can't say for Christmas to give my friends. And I haven't seen them for like a year. And every time she's gone to TJ Maxx and Marshalls, I'm like, can you please look for them? Calls me today. I was on the phone with my dad. I was like, you know what? I got to go. I know what this call is about. And my mom's like, hey, they've got 4 different colors. And I was like, I went all 4 because she told me the colors, and I was like, okay, that's for that person, that's for that person, that's for that person. And just knowing people's favorite colors it makes your life a lot easier. Okay, also we've got in the starter pack, which I don't, these don't really fit into gift giving, but I was a little delusional when I was listing this out this morning. But I put protein and then also blackberries. We're just going to leave those there. If you know, you know. But, well, I guess protein you could kind of gift. Like, you could give someone gift them a protein powder. Blackberries, I mean, I don't know, Mom. You can put blackberries in my stocking. I don't know. I won't be mad about it. Then I put Bloom supplements. I drink greens every morning, and now I'm also on their collagen, and I love it. So again, it's something like if I know a friend is interested, or they just like exist in the health and wellness space, that is an item that I love and use every day that I am like, hey, you should really try this because I really love this. So maybe you'll love it too. So insert whatever, if it's like a creatine, or same as the electrolyte brand, the Element stuff, any supplements that you love and you know someone else might like, give it to them. Let them try it. And then I've also got cute glassware on here. I have my little lemon dishes I got from Crate and Barrel on Facebook Marketplace, and absolutely love them, and they make me so happy. And I'm a hoe for like cute glasses and bowls and stuff, but that is one thing I actually don't buy myself because I don't have room. One day I'm gonna have a massive kitchen and a beautiful china cabinet layout situation where you can just display all of my pretty glassware and whatever. But it's also such a great thing to collect. And if you just know someone likes glassware and dishes and stuff, and if you ever, like, especially if you go to Europe or anywhere out of the country, that just has this beautiful handmade porcelain stuff. Like, I have these little coasters. These are it's hard to see. This is from Turkey for my cousin's wedding. I have this other coaster in my room from Greece. It's funny, they were both in reaching distance. Just, it's little things that you can just have around your room. And like, again, I use that every day, but every time I look at it, it's just a happy memory. All right, what else is on my list? Oh, last but not least, in my starter pack, I'm going to add two. So first is my Hatch alarm clock. And I am not a girl that's like, I'm not a person that is like, my Hatch alarm clock has changed my life. It hasn't, but I do love it. I really, really do love it. If you don't know what it is, it has the sunset and sunrise feature for when you go to bed and wake up. And so you're not waking up to your phone's alarm. I love it. I really love it. And it also plays brown noise for me all night. And that's something that I do anywhere. So I love that it does it for me. And then the other item I was going to add is I have become a hat girl. I love hats. I am kind of a sucker for a really cool hat. This one conveniently behind me. I love this hat. It's so cute. I saw it in a bar in San Francisco. I was like, that's my hat. I'm taking it with me. And every time I'm in San Francisco and I wear it, people are like, oh my God, where did you get that hat? And I'm like, got it here. So just, I don't know, getting complimented on a hat's really fun. But again, a hat is kind of something like very specific to people. Either you don't like hats or it has to mean something, whatever's on the hat. Last but not least, I've got a little note about kind of finding more gifts that are specific to you and who you're looking for. So you all follow influencers. I know you do. Or you see them, they come across your Instagram, they come across your TikTok, and everyone posts gift guides. And I'm not as much of a fan of the ones that are just gift guides for her, gifts for him. Well, I guess that's really ironic because this entire episode was me suggesting gifts of things that I like. Because I was going to say those gifts are just like what other people like, not specific to who you're trying to gift to. Anyway, some of them are good. Some of them are very just mediocre. Or I guess what I really just don't like about them is that it's just trying to get links clicked so then they can earn commission, which I'm all for them earning commission. And if I am truly influenced, like I'm going to order from you and give you your commission because that's you, and you got me. I'll give you your commission. But the gift guides I do really like that influencers post are the ones that are specific for a certain type of person. So it's like the gift guides for the traveler, and it's certain suitcases or like travel cubes and luggage tags, stuff like that. That's really fun. Or I couldn't even think of a lot of these off the top of my head, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Then there's also gift guides for the health wellness athlete type person, and it can be like supplements or a yoga mat or whatever it is. And there's a lot of these different, for the host, that's another good one. I do love the host ones because it's just like home cookware stuff or like candles and just lighting. I don't know, just love those. So I think those ones are fun because if you know the type of category that the person you're looking for would fall into, then you can get some inspiration there. And another note, I think this is the last one I have, but you can never go wrong with a homemade gift. A loaf of sourdough, a picture printed out. Like last year, Emily gave me her own prints, and that is one of my favorite gifts I've ever received because also it checked all the boxes. One, it was something I was so excited to receive. Two, something I never buy myself. I don't buy myself art often. I got these little flower market art prints that are basic and literally everyone has just because I needed to fill my space, and I love them. I love flowers, I love color. But Emily posted her prints just on her Instagram and I was like, I need these on my wall. And she was like, say less. Printed 3 of them, even framed them for me. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't even realize that I had told you that I wanted them. And she gave them to me. So it was just the most beautiful thing. And also for her, like, that's a very low cost gift. Like, of course you need to, like, it costs some money to print and like buy a frame and all of that. But at the end of the day, it was a very, very meaningful gift that I absolutely loved. So, another random thing that came to mind is like coffee table book. Another great thing that people aren't going to buy themselves, but everyone wants. So, yeah, do what you will with this episode. Hopefully you can get a little bit of inspiration, or maybe this will just kind of put you in the gift giving mood. unfortunately, I didn't get this out before like Black Friday and Cyber Monday and all that stuff, but I feel like deals are just all of November, December at this point, which is great for us. And it's also a great time for me to just buy all the things that I want to buy myself anyway. So, yeah. Also, I don't know why this intrusive thought just came, but I'm like, I've been gone for a few days and I'm like, I feel like I should have had some packages at my door. I hope they didn't get stolen. That's never happened to me, and that would be really sad. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great week and a great rest of your day. I've got some fun episodes queued up. So, well, in my head, they're not queued up on the mic. They will be on a mic eventually. But hope you guys have a wonderful week, a wonderful day, are in the giving Merry Christmas season. And yeah, we will talk soon. You are listening to Phone Eats First.